Good morning, Kentuckiana. It is 9 o'clock. Thank you for waking up with us on this Saturday morning. I'm Gabriel Gonzalez. New this morning, Governor Andy Beshear has confirmed 14 people died from last night's storms across Kentucky. At least 9 of those deaths happened after a tornado touched down in Laurel County, which is just over an hour south of Lexington. According to the Laurel County Sheriff's Office, the tornado touched down around 11:49 Friday night, then tore across several major roads, including Kevy Road, KY 1006, and Old Whitley Road. Emergency crews are still searching the area for survivors. And if you need any information or wish to assist, you can contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. I'll give you 2 phone numbers, 1-606-864-6600 or 606-682-4150. Governor Andy Beshear is expected to address the situation later this morning. Well, back here in Louisville, at the start of this broadcast, LG&E reported just over 28,300 customers without power, and meteorologist Reed Yaden was on the road yesterday during some of those storms. He joins us now from New Albany. Reed, good morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good to have you with us along, and thank you, Thorntons, for being along as we are on the road in New Albany at the Farmers Market. Tough way to start the 9 o'clock hour if you are just getting out of bed. A lot of people in our state are suffering this morning, I'm sorry to say, as well as in other states, and we'll hear from the governor. I'm sure before noontime today we'll be hearing from him. That will be the story all weekend long. Yes, we were out in the weather last night. Thank you to those of you that joined us online and on the air. Tough story to cover, but I'm thankful we're able to get out and cover it. Now, today, very tranquil, just the total opposite of what we had. Let's go ahead and take a look at your weekend forecast, get you started here. Also, there's another thing I'm thankful for, that it's not blistering hot. I know a lot of you are without power this morning. That number, I think, will come down pretty rapidly today. As we go to max 2, we'll take a look at our weekend forecast. It's a good one. Temperature's going to be comfortable today without being oppressive. There you go, 77 today, 78 tomorrow. That's a good weekend forecast. We'll take that. A lot of you are going to be out planting, working in the garden, and of course, a lot of cleanup of debris, tree limbs, and the like that are in your yard. So, big, busy weekend. Thankfully, it will be dry. I'm going to tell you in our 7-day forecast, we're looking, there is some possibility we could be dealing with another severe weather outbreak early in the coming week. We'll talk about that, detail the 7-day forecast coming up with you very shortly. Just giving you a heads up. I want to step aside. The New Albany Farmers Market is very, very busy here this morning. As you can see behind us, we'll be touring the market. John, just pan to your right there, or your right. Here is the beef lady. It's a lady, they have several vendors here, have some really good beef. This is Schaefer Angus Farms, right down here in front. Established in 1961. You got some good Angus beef there. Very good. Okay, Gabe, back to you to bring us up to date on everything we're working with this morning. We'll see you in about 15 minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Reed. Back here in Louisville, so far no deaths have been reported, but a family had to be rescued by fire crews after a tree fell on their house in the Shively neighborhood overnight. WHAS11's Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Aspen Hester were out on the scene to get us those details.
Seeing the aftermath firsthand, Wordle Avenue neighbor Jeannie Peak was startled by the crashing sound late Friday night.
I was in the kitchen and I heard a big thump, and I thought, oh, that sounded just like a tree falling.
A massive tree fell on a home here on Wordle Avenue. Here's a side look at that tree. It looks like it fell right down the middle. We talked to a neighbor. They say that there were kids stuck in the basement of this home. Neighbors watched from afar as firefighters rushed to the scene and used equipment like axes to get the people out of the home.
I did see one of the children being carried away, a little baby, in one of the first responders' arms.
Firefighters got everyone out of the home safely. This was a point Peak made sure to ask about.
Because looking at this is something that people don't survive, okay? So yeah, he said yes, we got everybody out, okay? And so I'm just like so grateful. I'm just, thank God. Thank you, God.
Peak says the power pole sits right behind the home and the tree damaged that in the fall, leaving the street without power. Now a quiet and dark neighborhood filled with the fire alarm of a broken home. In Tyler Berry, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
And LFD reported that the family sustained minor injuries and transported them to a local hospital for treatment. And this is a scene from South Louisville, not far from Iroquois Park just last night. Winds really kicking up with torrential driving rain. And this video was captured by WHAS 11's Ian Hardwitt on the scene. Power outages also hit that area hard last night. Overnight, with almost 30,000 LG&E customers, they were without power. That was last night. And again, right now, they are reporting just over about 28,000 right now. Well, this weather postponed the opening night of the drive-in movie series at Waterfront Park last night. Much of the debris and trash is long gone after the flooding last month, but now it's time to repair the damages. WHAS 11's Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Emma Gefter got a tour of Waterfront Park, still looking to rebound from those floods.
The waterfront, you can't beat that.
The calm before the storm.
I like coming out here because it's just a really relaxed, like a peaceful place to come.
Everyone enjoying a warm Friday afternoon on the waterfront before severe weather this evening.
It's just amazing to be out here and to see how fast we recovered from this.
Just a month ago, much of this was underwater and littered with debris as historic flooding covered the area. Hundreds of volunteers came to clean up the mess. There was enough trash and debris to fill up about 265 dump trucks.
We lost some trees, benches, trash cans.
Now the park staff is assessing the damage and working to build back. The Great Lawn already starting to look like its original green glory.
Our crews got to work on that right away.
Multiple electrical transformers need to be replaced, and this wall near Joe's Crab Shack was damaged during the cleanup.
I think everyone who was here worked very, very carefully and did the absolute best they could, but this was just a historic flood. I mean, these things happen.
This whole kids area was underwater. Sand from this area and the equipment has been damaged. You can see there's still some dried mud here from the flood as well. And equipment in this area has also been damaged. It will cost several thousands of dollars to fix this area and other affected areas in the park. One of the more expensive projects, the marina.
Sustained a ton of damage. It's really silted up, so that's going to be a very expensive fix as well. And I know that boaters love to be able to come down here and utilize that.
It could be months before it's reopened, but those minor setbacks...
It just looks great that it's back and we can be out here.
Don't take away from sitting.
You have a lot of benches you can sit on, relax, feel the amazing breeze.
And enjoying the park. Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 on your side.
So back to one of the most memorable moments from the flooding. Remember that boat that was left on the waterfront? You can see it right there. It was eventually taken by LMPD and hauled to the impound lot so police can search for its owner. A lot of the damage and the cost at Waterfront Park is still being assessed and calculated, but right now it's estimated at $500,000, which will be fundraised and will hopefully come as FEMA money. Over in Floyd County, commissioners have announced July as their goal for the Blackiston Mill Bridge reopening. Today marks 104 days since the dam failure caused the closure, disrupting travel for thousands of people. Floyd County commissioners argue the best way to do this is to remove the dam completely. Commissioner Al Knable said it's a $200,000 job, requiring the dam to be removed over 5 to 7 days. An anonymous donor promised $150,000 toward the county's bill.
We have all of our applications for dam removal permits in. They're being processed by Indianapolis. Okay. We have an engineer standing by. He says he can have his crew there basically within 48 hours of the approvals being made.
After the dam's removal, Knable said it could take another 2 or 3 weeks to make the repairs to the bridge. So why repair the bridge instead of replacing it? A replacement would not be finished until 2027. And then, of course, there's the cost, which could nearly be $9 million.